man. Wow. This is a growing trend in today's sports and entertainment and the way the world works now as compared to, well, it's been going on since then too. Back then they used to share women and pass girls around because these women make themselves very accessible to men who basically don't have any power just because of the fame. They're on television and they can't help the groupieism in themselves, and they just goes overboard, you know. So here it is. You're in a situation in which Paul George, Indiana star player, you know, he put Granger basically out of Indiana, who was their star player. And then when George came along, they was all right, we're letting Granger go. And the Pacers had their star, PG. Then they got Roy Hibbert on the team. And then, you know, they got George Hill. And this is their big three in Indiana. You know, this is their version of it. And from the start, it seemed like this is a great team. They could vie for an NBA title. They got David West coming in. You know, they added some players. The team was gelling. Things was coming along. But things started to happen. Rumors started to hit. An explosive rumor hit that no one other than what's his name? Paul George was laying the pipe, allegedly, to Roy Hilbert's fiance at the time. They weren't married yet. Fiance. And everybody lost it. In Indiana, this is a problem. You know, how did such a rumor rear its ugly head? That's what people are like blown away by it. It's like, how did this happen? This is the perfect guy that we got here. How did this go wrong? It don't make sense. They're looking around the globe and they're trying to see what the problem could be. What went wrong? So they had to talk to the players individually. There's a rumor that the fight that took place with what's his name, Stevenson, happened because he yelled out the fact that Hibbert wasn't playing like he's playing like garbage because Paul George was sleeping with his girl. Now, the squeaky clean image of Paul George is at stake. Everything is on the line now. People are starting to, press is starting to catch up to the tabloids, and they all want to know, like, what's going on here? Why is this happening? And, you know, is this real? So you got the investigators going in. You got the NBA going in. You got everybody investigating this to see what's happening with this case and if it's real or is it fake or what have you. So when it comes down to it, it breaks down to the fact that it was true and not true. From what I was told from the insiders, Roy Hibbert, even though he was dating a fiance, he was dating a couple of chicks too out there. And there was this chick out in Indiana that he was messing with, a little groupie chick. They didn't make it. Like, she ended up breaking up with Roy Hibbert to go to Paul George. Paul George is the bigger star, and she wanted Paul George, basically. And Roy was, he got his fiance, he got his chick. So that's where he wanted to roll with anyway. You know, it ain't disturbing your home life, but it was just the idea that she was trading up and looked at him like he was down, and that Paul George, who was his friend, would go ahead and hit that chick. And he was like, I didn't think you would have a problem with that. I know that can't be the case. But the story came out that Paul George was sleeping with his fiance. I think her name's Val or something, but that wasn't the case. This was about a whole nother girl that they didn't even want to bring up or even put out there. But it was clear that Hibbert's game was bothered by this and the rumors and everything else, and the fact that him and Paul George used to be really close and it wasn't close no more. And then Mr. Squeaky Clean, who everybody used to love and, you know, wanted him to get well, and after breaking his leg the way he did, you know, everybody wanted to see him bounce back and have another great year and recover and get back on the court and do the things that he do. But here's the deal. His past has been checkered with him dating internet chicks, and this guy used to date, I don't know if he still dates, Doc Rivers' daughter. You know, they were dating, and, you know, he got caught up in some Instagram. He got catfished. He got all kind of stuff that happened to Paul George. So it was a lot of things that people who see him on TV perceive him to be a certain way and didn't know he's another way. You know, he's a guy that's finna capitalize on this fame as much as he can. But the Indiana crew was broken up. With all the damage had been done. They tried to, like, we got to get over this hump. We got to get past this. We got to move on. But they couldn't play well. And then the way it ended, after they barely got out of the first round, and then losing the way they did in the second round, then Roy Hibbert, he had a game where he didn't even score or get a rebound. It was like, what is happening to the Indiana Pacers? And what happened was the wheels came off, and then Hibbert gonna tell Kobe, he whispered in his ear one time they played the Lakers, like, next year, man, just come get me. Come get me. So Kobe went and told Mitch that the big man ain't happy. We need to make a move to get Roy Hibbert. And that's basically what they did. Big man wasn't happy. So they made a move. Got Roy Hibbert. It didn't pan out there either. Now married. I don't know what, was it the system or whatever, but he has not played the same since this has happened to him. Roy Hibbert could not shake it off. This is like G Money and Nino and what's that, New Jack City. Ain't nothing safe around you, not even my woman. Is this what this is about? I could care less about her, and that's normally how it is. The other guy don't care nothing about her, and the other guy got complete feelings for a girl that don't want him no more. So the fiance he went and got is like the one he settled for, because the one he wanted Paul George. And he can't believe that this is the reason Roy is playing like this. Like, dude, we went fishing and everything, but it's just not the same no more. Even though he played and put on a good face like they cool, he ain't cool with it. He ain't cool with it at all. Why? I have no idea. But, oh well. That's just it. That's how I be sometimes. So right now, I think he's on another team somewhere, and he's one stop. This is the last stop, I think, before they put him out the pastures. When you start going to teams like the Grizzlies, and you about to get out of here. You a Bobcat. It's about time they finna put you out the pasture. You become a Timberwolf. That's it. You be like, he's a Timberwolf. We know what that means. Bye. It's goodbye time. That's your last stop. Next exit, out the league. It's your boy Carcito. I'm out.